Welcome. Today we are going to learn the most basic and fundamental breathwork exercise. And the reason that we're even talking about breathing exercises or breathwork, in Sanskrit it's known as pranayama or pranayama, is because we know that our breath holds an integral part of dealing with our physical and emotional well-being. So when we can actually consciously control our breath, we right away can begin to change the physiology of our body. So it's a really powerful and fast way for us to gain control of sometimes the runaway train of emotional turbulence and stress. So the exercise we're going to learn today is sometimes called coherence breathing or belly breathing. It's not that we're actually breathing through the belly, but it is a very fundamental part of the way that we can begin to heal our bodies and our minds using the breath. So one way I think of this as over the years when I've been treating my patients or clients with anxiety or worry, sometimes I'll say, show me how you take a deep breath. And they'll go, right? So they're using the top part of their chest and not the entirety of their chest. What that can do in short situations, short bursts, it can be okay. And we can survive pretty well in stressful situations with those short breaths. In fact, it's necessary sometimes. But what happens when we're not in a stressful situation and we're still breathing those short, shallow breaths is a couple of things. We keep ourselves in a fight or flight reaction, and we are only using about 25 to 30% of our total lung capacity. So we're going to change that today. This is a very simple exercise, like I said, and I'm going to teach it to you right now. So what the belly breath means is we right away just begin to slow down the breathing just by noticing it. It automatically slows down. And we begin to consciously use the diaphragm and the lower parts of our lungs to use the diaphragm to breathe in a fully deep breath. And so what that's going to look like is when you take a deep breath in, your belly will move out. And when you take a slow, deep breath back in, actually when you breathe out, your belly will come back in, right? So sometimes we have gotten used to the very opposite. So sometimes we've gotten used to, when we take a deep breath in, the belly comes in. That again is going to keep promoting that sympathetic fight or flight response. And that's really what we're looking to reverse. The also important thing is we're going to do this in a ratio. So we're going to do this in a ratio of 4, 4, 6. I just want you to remember that. So we're going to breathe in for a count of 4. We're going to hold for a count of 4. And then we're going to breathe out for a count of 6. It's really just that simple. And as we breathe in, our belly comes out, and then we hold it there for a count of 4. And then as we breathe out, the belly comes back in. So think of it almost like a balloon blowing up. That's kind of an easy thing to think of, right? When we're breathing in, the balloon blows up, and then when we're breathing out, the balloon goes right back. So let's just do a couple of these rounds together. I usually like to close my eyes. It helps me to really focus in a little bit better on this. You can also lay down. A lot of times before I go to sleep, I try to do this particular pranayama, and right away I can tell I start to let go of some of those thought patterns that keep me awake at night. So let's go ahead and start. So just close your eyes very gently, or you can continue to watch. Put one hand on the belly and breathe in for a count of 4. 4, hold for 3, 2, 1, and then breathe out for a count of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you'll breathe in for 4, your belly comes out. I'm going to let you do this on your own. You're going to hold for 4. And then you'll breathe out for 6. Just one more round. Breathe in very gently, making sure your belly's coming out as you breathe in. Hold for 4. And breathe out for 6. And so right away, this is going to put a couple of things into play. The heart rate slows down, even our brain waves come into coherence with the breath. You may have noticed this. This is something that right away within just 3 or 4 breaths can make you feel very, very calm. And this is something that I recommend to all of my patients every day. You can practice this pranayama or easy belly breathing technique any time of the day or night. I recommend trying it for 2 minutes in the morning and 2 minutes in the evening originally. And once you start to get used to it, you can move it up to 5 minutes a day or even 5 minutes twice a day. And sometimes you could even just try to breathe this way if you're feeling very stressed or overwhelmed. Okay?